Here we're looking at the Elegante organ. This is the ultimate home organ. It's got that great Hammond sound because of the Hammond-Leslie animation, and by use of digital technology, we're going to see where the internal Hammond-Leslie, you can actually adjust the speed of the horn or the bass. It's got that vintage vibrato chorus, and the auto band, the auto bass, the many of the new features that the older Hammonds could not get, and an array of rhythms. And we're going to see how, if you look over here at the, see that where it says style, rumba, tango, you see where it says disc 1, disc 2. Well, you could actually load in 8 and 8. That's a total of 16 more styles, 16 more rhythms, and we're going to see how there are many discs available to do that. The great thing about this organ is it has a transposer. You see the transposer there. It has manual drums, but it has an array. Unlike many of the newer organs, all of the sounds are hidden, and you have to go to a digital computer readout to get them and program them, put them in presets. On the fly, you can get a flute, you can get a sax, you can get a clarinet. You press 2 tabs together, you get an oboe, French horn, muted trumpet. You see them there. You get accordion, harmonica. You can have a church organ sound, plus custom. You see those custom sounds that you can go into the computer and assign voices just for those. And it's a great ability to play. It's a performance organ. You'll be able to, on a fly, change tabs, but not only do you have those orchestra tabs, but you also have control of the volume, of the master volume, external input. We'll see later how we'll put a module on this and we'll be able to play other voices. It's unlimited in that there's 3 MIDI channels for the bass, the great, and the swell, and you could add a module to it. It's also got orchestra voices that you can pick and choose from, effect controls. It's got custom voices, as you see here. You can select hundreds of different voices and assign them to these tabs, or just hit that select on display, and then the display will show you all these extra voices. The ensemble strings, again, what switches, so you could turn them on and off on the fly. Choir, on and off on the lower, strings on the lower. You got that vintage percussion sound, which is programmable. You can make it touch sensitive. You got a fast decay, soft, just like the B3. But then you have the control center, as you see here, where you can actually control many of the features of the organ, and we're going to see that later, where you can make this organ any style vintage Hammond organ. You could make it a BV, a C1, C2, B1, B2. You could choose the overlap and the fold back and all that. On a fly, you got mixers. You can control the volume of the orchestra, the upper, lower ensemble, the pedal voices. Oh, you hit that button where it says play. You hit that, then the screen will come up with a mixer, and that's the mixer right now. And all you have to do is if you want the rhythms louder, you just go over here and the rhythms will be louder, and we're going to see that as I would demonstrate the organ in just a few minutes. Alright, and you got a wheel there to quickly get your settings. You have you've got couplers. You could couple the upper manual to the lower. You could couple the lower manual to the pedals. You have MIDI. This is a great feature here. Of course, with the bass pedals, you've got acoustic bass, electric bass, pedal to the lower, lower to the pedal. But here's a great feature: this MIDI, these 3 MIDI buttons. This is I've yet to see this on most organs, where you can just on the fly just turn the upper MIDI on and off, so that if you have a manual and it's a multi-timbral manual or module, I should say, you can turn around and turn the pedals on separate from the lower, from the upper. Hit the mute, turns all the MIDI, turns the MIDI module off. Then you have a sequencer, and this is not only a sequencer, but you've got 100 presets, but then they're programmable in that you could save them to a floppy disk, and after you save them, you would have 100 on each disk, so it's unlimited as far as the presets. Then also you can play general MIDI files back. Maybe I'll put a disk in and you'll see how that'll work. I'll put a disk in for you. Okay, here's a floppy disk that I downloaded some songs from the internet. These are not they're actually just public domain songs. You go over here to the menu, you go to disk. I don't know if you're seeing that, but you go over here to the menu and you go to disk. Now up will pop the different MIDI files that are on this floppy. Here I have it's a song, a classical song that I downloaded from Classical Archives, classicalarchives.com. You can download these for free, and just hit load. It'll load that song in there, and this becomes a player organ. It'll play all those songs if you want, but I just chose the one, and it's loading in the general MIDI file. There's about 20 or 30 songs on this disc. People ask, why don't you get USB? Why don't they have USB file? Well, why don't they use a USB port? Well, because USB drive would cost you about $20–30, and you can't organize it, whereas a floppy drive, they're a buck a piece, and most people just give you one, and you could fit 20–30 songs, sometimes more, and you could organize it just like this. You've got gospel songs, you've got Bach, you've got anything you want, and it's a great, I think these are a lot better. Okay, once it's done loading, you'll come up back to the menu. You just hit play, and you can see me here. I'm trying to work the camera and do this all at the same time. You just hit play, and it starts playing. Now, what you're hearing is actually not a recording or a CD. You're actually hearing the tones the sound engine of this organ is playing. The organ is playing, and you can play right along with it. It's a great educational tool. A little loud there, but measure 56, 57, 58. Alright, you get the general idea there. It's unlimited. Great tool if you like studying scores. You could slow it down. Speed it up. You want to study the music? Slow it way down. If you want, transpose it. Anyway, you get the idea there. You can have a lot of fun with that, especially if you want to study your old music from college. Alright, we're going to go on. This organ not only is a great instrument, but it's a great piece of furniture. Beautiful cabinet with a beautiful desk type of key cover, keep the dust out. As you know, a lot of times with instruments, one of the greatest dangers of an instrument is having it sit and getting all the dust in the components. And it looks beautiful. It's cherry, or you get the walnut and solid wood cabinet. It's sturdy. It's built beautiful. One of the great things about this organ is that it has 100 presets. And if you go into the menu, you can choose your presets. You can go into and you have 10 banks, and you have 10 different presets here. 10 times 10 would be 100. You choose whichever bank you want, and then you just hit a button, and this organ would be all preset for you. If you want to play classical, you'd have a preset tab for classical. Classical to jazz. So you hit one preset. If you want to go to classical, you hit your classical, and then you got 10 different classical presets. Now these are all set by the factory. will be, but we can play with it. Presets, and you go to jazz, you got 10, you go to pop, you got 10, or you can easy listening, but now the heart, if you hit cancel, the heart of every Hammond organ is the drawbar system. And one of the things, like if you went back to that preset where you have the classical organ, let's see where that is. Okay, over here. Years ago, I always wanted to be able to take my old B3 Hammond and add all these extra sounds. Well, now you can, because you got your classical sound, but you want to bring the Hammond in. Just bring these drawbars in, mix them any way you want. If you want it to be deeper, kick those drawbars in. This is the ultimate organ. Of course, you can transpose all that. It's hard for me to transpose because I play by ear, to use a transposer. But anyway, if you the rhythms, you've got unlimited rhythms. You put a disc in, you go over here to your see if I can move the camera. I'm doing all this by myself, you have to excuse me, but you go over here and you hit disc 1, and now in the menu you've got from a disc, program disc. I'm going to put you on pause here. I'm going to get these program discs. Just hold on a second. These are all the style discs that different style discs you can get from Hammond. If you purchase the organ from us, we'll be able to give you some of these. I'll be able to. You'll get a small assortment of them. But in these style discs, you actually get, now you'll get 8 more variations and auto instrument styles. You will get 8 times 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 8. I mean, it's unlimited as far as what you can get. I'm trying to keep this in the camera. Again, I'm doing all this by myself. But you will you get mixed favorites. I think I have one of these in here already. Let's see what's in here. We'll go over here to the disc, and this one has, let's go to this. This has a, I'll put these up here for now. Excuse me, I'm being cameraman and demonstrator all at once. And you go over here, let's say classical piano. Now you got a classical piano style. And now if I'm going to hit cancel here, so my presets are canceled. Hit classical organ style. Or classical piano style. When I start this up, if I hit my variations, I'm trying to get the camera here. If I hit the variations, now that's with style. On there. It's a performance organ, so I could bring in strings on the fly. Bring a violin in, watch. Want to bring the drawbars in? Take the auto bass out. Now I'll play the bass by myself, which I prefer. Thing. What I'm going to play, I'm going to put the memory on. Watch this. And I hit over here. I hit the ending. I hit the ending. Now that's all programmed in with a disc that you can purchase from Hammond. And now here's another one. This is called Pop Vocal, and I'll try see what that sounds like. of these styles gives you something different than not just this is a computer disc that reprogrammed the whole organ to play these, and it's unlimited. You just purchase whatever style you want. Let's see, if I think I have, if I go into my presets, I think I may have preset one of these already for that style. Speed that up. The ending, watch what happens. The greatest thing about this organ, I mean, it is infinite. It is infinite. I can't possibly spend enough time on this tape. But here's one of the things I love about this. It's got 3 touch-sensitive keyboards. Now, if you like playing the piano, it's got also a sustain pedal to the right. So when I put piano down, I can play this like a piano. Guitar down, you could play a nice now it's a performance organ, so on the fly you can change things, and not like other organs where you have to use the presets to change things. This it's got tabs, so you don't have to go into the computer, and when you're a musician you want complete control because you want to change settings according to your feelings. So I'm just going to improvise here a little bit with some of these sounds, and then of course you can bring the Hammond organ sound in, which do that on any other organ. Just bring everything down. Now put that piano back. Now put the automatic piano in. Put the memory on. Change the pattern. Up here. I think I need a little more bass. Just bring it up a little bit. I can play for hours. It's unlimited. I mean, I haven't even scratched the surface. I want to play accordion, harmonica. Want to play country. Go from country to swing to ta-ta-ta, whatever you want to do, you can go. And if you're a serious organist, you don't have to give up your hundreds of classical sounds, pipe organ sounds. arpeggiators, easy play features, sound effects, manual drums, transposer, computerized presets. Not only have the 100 presets, but every rhythm has a preset. So if you hit the magic rhythm and you hit jazz on the fly, you're ready to go. You go from ballad to dance to waltz to march. Well, I guess that's it. I don't know. I mean, you go into the computer, you could change this. It could be any style Hammond. Used to be that a fellow would turn around and prefer the sound engine of a BV, but he wants the B3 percussion. Some people like key click, some people don't like key click. You could go over here to the computer, you could go over here to your drawbars, you could change it from a mellow. Let's see if I could focus in on this. Trying to hurry up because this is going to take forever to tell you everything that this thing does. But you're not going to be able to see it, but let's see if I pick that up. Excuse me. Go over here to menu, and again you go to this is a control for the VU meter here. But you go for a mellow type Hammond. I cancel everything out. Bright, mellow. Here's a B3, mellow, bright. You could go with the key click. You could have a normal key click, maximum, or you can have no key click. On the fold back, you can, on the lower manual, if you listen there, it folds back, it goes up to the octave. You just go over here. Now some of the older B3s, they were real heavy, they had extra tone generators. Later on they couldn't afford to keep doing that. Some of the people that really know Hammonds know that the older Hammonds were better because they would actually, the fold back would go all the way to the bottom, to the 32 to a 32-foot pipe. Well, this, you just hit this feature right here. I don't know if you're going to hear it on the tape. It goes all the way down. You know, and you won't find that on but a few Hammonds, but people that really know Hammonds, hear that? It's called fold back. This you can change. You can make this any vintage Hammond organ you want. It's got the key click, no key click, maximum. You can change it for the upper or the lower. It's got, it's just infinite. This organ, the variations, well, I guess nothing's infinite for God himself, but it's, for us, it would be infinite. You'll never exhaust this organ. It is MIDI. You can put pipe organ modules. You could actually get a rank of pipes and hook it up to this organ if you want later on to add pipes to this organ. There's a MIDI hookup. There are companies that make. We sell Viscount, and if you ever wanted to, we could order you a rank of pipes, and you could just plug the MIDI cable in, and you'll be able to play actual pipes along with this organ. Alright, well that's it. I'm really running out of time. I sold this organ. I've got to get it delivered, and I wanted to get this video to you if we could be of help to you. I tell you, we give it 100% trade up. We usually do that, except this organ there's nothing to trade up to. This is the ultimate, I feel. This has effect controls. It has with the sequencer, with the computerization, it is the ultimate organ. And if you have any questions, you can email me or call me. I hope the mic picked up the sound and didn't distort. A lot of times I get problems with distortion because you're not able to pick up the tones of all that this organ can do. I guess I won't know that until I mix this down and send it to you. Alright, any questions, just give us a call if you're interested in it, and let me know. We have to order it. It takes about 3 weeks to a month to get one built. The fellow that ordered this had to wait about three weeks to a month to get this one in. Alright, thanks a lot. Take care now.